Your references formatted according to APA guidelines.
Still lagged on here. So it might not work still, but we'll see. I'm just gonna finish up the scrunching and call it. At least we did another. I used half of that on this. What is this color? Maybe it's tealish. I don't know. With this greenish blue.
She did say she'd feel
Cake
the
that
nerves.
I used about half of it.
Well, it's an interesting one because there were some changes to the serve throughout the end of last season for Keys. There was a change in technique that we saw at the WTA finals.
Yeah, I don't know. Every once in a while, well, a lot of while, a lot of times it freezes or something. And I'm not really sure why, but it does.
So end of 2025, we saw a much more abbreviated motion where Keys started the action off and then went straight back into the trophy position. And they've worked out a few kinks. It looks a little bit more towards where it was this time last year with a bit more of a fluid swing, I guess a bit more elongated. And is that to try and get more power? Because she's always had such a heavy serve, hasn't she?
What do you mean? Why?
It was to try and find more consistency, but clearly it doesn't look natural just yet to me. You know, she's always had such a lovely kick serve, but just felt like when she was trying to flatten it out and go for the faster serves that her percentage would drop. And so she's not quite found the balance yet. Well, that first serve fired. Two more break point chances, though, for Olinikova and him. So it's a little different than it was this time last year.
Dang. That was nice.
And just noticing how Keys has played over the last few months, it seems to me that it's affected the ball toss more than anything, that sometimes that ball toss is getting too far behind the head, then she can only really go to the kick serve. And there's her team, husband and coach Bjorn.
She's
celebrating, I think it was.
As much. She's number 9. That's crazy.
I'm thinking about the way that Olinikova plays, which is quite far back behind the baseline at times, and we've already seen a very spinny forehand. She plays a lot on players we mentioned in the warm-up, but I think it just allows Keys to play her way into the match a little bit more. Doesn't have to go for all-out serves, can get away with kick. I mean, look at that position on the return there.
Damn.
You don't often see a player in the women's game standing that far back, do you? Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of what we've heard from Taylor Fritz over the last few months, that he feels that when his opponent is standing that far back on the return, there's no point spending all that energy trying to hit aces. Just roll the serve in. She's going to get a fourth look at a chance to break here on Olinikova.
It reminds me of Christmas. Sorry, my voice going out. Dang, she came up from not 40 to do that. That's cute. I like that.
And that's put balls in play.
Oh.
She's got a great attitude on the court, competes incredibly well, never lets the intensity drop. So she'll be thinking, okay, if there's some nerves down the other end of the court, I can get a sense of that and then just try and make Keys play as many balls as possible. She's spoken about the fact she feels she's got absolutely nothing to lose. There are bigger concerns in her life than just playing tennis, with her father fighting in the Ukrainian army. And her dad has always been her coach as well, so he'll be keeping a keen eye on the score.
And I would say that wasn't really her friend then.
Mentioning what an impact
Damn,
her
friend
dad
that doesn't
has had
walk
even
with you.
now over the last week. She's
So
traveling with
don't be too sad about
someone else, but most definitely feels like the tactics and everything has been
it. Okay, I'm not gonna make another scrunchie tonight.
discussed in
I
advance
thought I was.
with her dad rather than anyone
I always
outside.
think of someone else. Anyways, we used a nice chunk though of the yarn. Yep. Phew. Okay.
He serves at 87
No, you're
miles an
good.
hour.
Obviously, don't be upset about it.
Madison
Too upset.
Used to a little more pace.
Excuse me. I'm not sure why it would give you anxiety, but you know that's your blood, so don't be anxious about it. I should have removed my siblings till I was in high school. Yeah.
GMC certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your
At
vehicle.
one point, there was 3 of us in my room too.
Let us do
So,
the work. Embrace that 4-tire feeling when you buy 3.
pretty bad. You think it's too bad? Is her skirt short enough or what? My goodness, girl. Cannot even be said as a skirt. It can't. I want to know what's on her face too. Ketchup. You shouldn't. Maybe try reading a book before bed.
Superb hitting from Keys. I wonder how Enrique has been preparing to face this kind of ball, this weight, this strength. This is her first tour level appearance, and it's against the defending champion. Well, you can't really prepare for this kind of pace. It's more just adapting as you go and, finding the position around the court that works for you.
Mind being sick. when I see someone else, my you feel sick seeing someone else. Whoa.
Already the adaptation there to use the forehand slice in the first game of the match. We saw her go for more of a high and topspin ball.
Yeah, I would read. Calm your mind. And read
everything is in the surge.
read laying down. Maybe we can fall asleep.
With the slice, it's a lot for keys to have to get used to first time meeting someone. She's still trying to feel it out.
That's what I do, especially like if I'm like, oh, I don't feel tired and stuff like that. I'll read. If I'm upset sometimes, I'll read. Takes your mind off of it and then you go to sleep.
And at the moment, it may be unintentional, but I think this is the sort of game style that can really bother Keys at times as well, where she can't find a rhythm, where she feels like playing below the net at times and having to drop back and wait for the ball when it's high over the net. So just disrupting
No, you guys
right now.
about to get off early. See. She needed that.
Who struggled against Tatiana Maria at Queens. So who didn't struggle against Tatiana Maria at Queens? But it was that disruptive tennis.
Keep yourself
wasn't it?
busy, I would say.
Having to play, like you say, below
I
the
don't
level
know.
of the net,
I
giving
don't know
a lot of
what.
slice and variety and trickery. And I think it was.
I don't know. Just keep busy, I would say.
At Wimbledon
You shouldn't feel like that. And maybe stay off of social media. Don't go on social media and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, girl. Yeah, that one. That's what I would say. The basket's getting fuller though. I think I'm gonna get some darker skins though. And make some of those. Because I definitely have a lot of colors so far. I only have one black. One black, one white.
It's so easy when you're playing someone with Olegnikova's game style, and that's in particular when you're facing the mean balls, to feel like you need to overplay. And that has been something that Keys throughout her career has struggled with.
Well, I hope that you have good rest.
You see her go for these
wild
shots sometimes, and you think,
pray that
through the middle of the court would be just fine.
Relieved of that. Okay.
After reflecting back on this past Unrivaled season, I wanted to share with you guys how I kept going and stayed hydrated the entire time. Drip Drop. It was the key to keeping my body and mind feel great throughout the year. Drip Drop's precise formula has a built-in hydration trick that works faster than water alone.
Right.
From game days to practices and everything in between, Drip Drop